You are welcome to Agam's online lecture series. A lecture series designed to reach students at the comfort of their homes. Today, we are going to discuss the course titled Environmental Impact Assessment, coded STB 412. We are going to discuss this course under the following headings. We look at the definition, the origin, the evolution, and look at pre-study phase in EIA. Definition: EIA is an activity designed to identify and interpret the impact on man's biogeophysical environment of proposals, policies, projects, and interpret their impacts as it affects man and his well-being. Origin: EIA originated in the United States of America in their NEPA Act of 1969. NEPA is National Environmental Protection Agency. This act was signed into law by President Nixon in 1970. They worked under the Center for Environmental Quality, and their mandate is to protect the environment. 2, to safeguard the environment and make it healthy and aesthetic. And 3, to conserve resources for the coming generation. How has it progressed? That is what we mean by evolution. We have 2 stages of progress: the first generation EIA and the second generation EIA. The first generation EIA started with a conference in Stockholm in 1972. It is normally called Stockholm Conference, where the attention of world leaders to environmental challenges was brought to a strategic focus. And world leaders started putting attention in issues affecting the environment. 10 years later, the same conference came up again in Kenya, and that led to the establishment of National Environmental Protection Agency in 1980 with headquarters in Kenya, a center that serves to coordinate issues concerning challenges of the environment. 10 years after, in Brazil, 1992, what is popularly called the Earth Summit, the major environmental challenges facing the world. Earth Summit. You can call it Earth Summit 92. You can call it Rio de Janeiro. You can call it Brazil. Rio de Janeiro is the capital of Brazil. So I was just making it whichever one you remember. Brazil 92, Earth Summit 92, or Rio de Janeiro 92. All the major problems confronting the world were discussed and agreed upon. They include United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. These challenges are global warming, climate change, biodiversity loss, forest principles, and Agenda 29. These 5 agreements were reached. Then 10 years after, in 2002, that is the beginning of the second generation EIA, where the world leaders again met in South Africa, and it's called South Africa 2002. They reviewed all the agreements of 1992 and now signed them into law, and the process of implementing them started. And they started with the United Nations Conference on Biodiversity, United Nations Conference on the combatment of desertification, United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. All these agreements were ratified. South Africa 2002, ratification of the agreements. Ratification of agreements. South Africa 2002. United Nations Conference on Earth and Development, United Nations Conference on Biological Diversity, United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. These conventions were ratified and agreed upon, and this formed the evolution of EIA from definition to origin and to the progress so far. Then we are now going to look finally at EIA processes, starting with pre-study phase. EIA processes include three. EIA processes are in three phases. One, pre-study phase. Two, study phase. Three, post-study. All of them are phases. Pre-study phase. 4 things are paramount in pre-study phase. These 4 things in pre-study phase include pre-study, initial impact evaluation, screening, scoping, and baseline studies.